Joining us from the White House is Christina Romer, chair of the President's Council of Economic Advisors. Christina, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I'm going to put it right out there. I was not a math major. However, I'm trying to reconcile these numbers because we have a 9.7% unemployment rate right now, up from 9.4%. And yet, analysts expected merely a 9.5% rate this month. We had 216,000 jobs lost. Expected was 225,000 jobs lost. I don't understand how it went up higher than 9.5 to 9.7% if fewer jobs than expected were lost.
So I think one of the things that you're discovering is the fact that we get our unemployment statistics and our employment statistics, our jobs numbers, from two different surveys. And there's just a certain amount of statistical discrepancy or noise between the two. I think the important thing is, both of these numbers are significant. Obviously, the unemployment rate being at 9.7 is a terrible number. It's not altogether unexpected. The President has said many times we do unfortunately fear that the unemployment rate could go as high as 10%. Whenever you're losing jobs, the unemployment rate is likely to go up. The important thing that we've been watching is that moderating job loss that you mentioned. That, think back to January, we were losing over 700,000 jobs a month. So 216,000 is a terrible loss, but boy, it's about 500,000 less than were lost just 6 months ago.
Christine,
the other thing, I just wanted to emphasize, think about the change that we've seen over the last year. We now have the job loss is the smallest it's been since last August. And of course, what happened in between? Well, last September was the collapse of Lehman Brothers. So we have been through absolutely the ringer, and but we do feel we're on the right trajectory.
Which you have answered in part my next question, which would be when might we see some improvement? But for even one person losing jobs because of this recession, granted, yes, 216,000 jobs lost is far less than what we were seeing with the bloodbaths literally at the beginning of this year. When are we going to see the kind of improvement where we're not talking about these numbers en masse at all?
You are so right? I love the Vice President says, less bad is not good enough. Of course, we've got to absolutely go from losing a smaller and smaller number of jobs to finally adding jobs, and that is what we are counting the days for. I think realistically, everyone understands that the labor market tends to be one of the last things to recover. So I think a natural way this is going to progress. This last couple of months, we've seen orders for lots of things go up. Well, that's a sign we're probably going to start producing. A lot of analysts are thinking we're going to start to see positive GDP growth either this third quarter or next quarter. And then usually jobs turn around after that. So that's kind of the natural progression. And we just, hope that it will be as fast as possible and that GDP growth, the expansion of the economy will be as fast as possible, because the faster that is, the more jobs we add.
And Christina, is there any way to calculate how the stimulus package has created some jobs?
Absolutely. In fact, the Council of Economic Advisors has to make a report to Congress next week where we will be doing just that. Right now, what I will tell you is private analysts are absolutely saying the fiscal stimulus has been crucial to what they project is going to be a turnaround in GDP growth. The kind of numbers that people say, somewhere between 2 and 3 percentage points is being added to GDP growth, and we'll absolutely be trying to get you some numbers on what we think it's been doing to job saving and creation.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to those. Christina Romer, the chair of the President's Council of Economic Advisors. Thank you.